Welcome to practice. My name is Neha the Saja, and I'm going to be taking you through my variation on the first series of the Black Lotus yoga practice. So Black Lotus is a practice that I've been doing for a few years now with my teacher, Tai Landrum, and it's a practice that's made a huge difference to me mentally, emotionally, and physically as well. And I'm really looking forward to being able to share this practice with you. So come on up to standing and just take a moment to ground your feet. It might also be a great moment for you to locate your blocks if you've got some, bring them into the practice. I kind of like to use the blocks in the practice to break down the jump backs and jump throughs, so I often invite my students to bring those into the room and into the practice. So once you're done, come on up to standing and just take a moment to ground your feet into the floor. So let's find this pattern of samasthitihi in the body, because that's the one that we're going to try and replicate as we go through the practice itself. So I like to bring my big toes together and then gently press my heels out, because pressing the heels out helps me activate the muscles around my lower back, but then also really helps that internal rotation, the internal spiral of the legs. So as my legs are internally spiraling, what starts to happen is there's a little bit of space that's created in the lower back area, and I have the freedom then to draw my tailbone down towards the floor. So as the tailbone drops down towards the floor, I feel how that activates the musculature in between my two frontal hip points. I want that area to lift, because once that area starts to lift, it feels like my feet are pressing into the earth to help me rise up and away from it. And then the breath becomes really vibrant as well, as it comes up into my chest, and I'm breathing into the front, the back, the sides of the rib cage. So just take a few moments to breathe in this way, to feel the activation of the lower belly, to feel the aliveness of the body and the breath. And we'll take a moment then to do the opening invocation. So the opening mantra in this practice is a prayer to Patanjali, the godfather of yoga, and in many ways, spiritual kind of, nod to the breath and the purpose of the practice itself. So go ahead and bring your hands to your heart center. Inhale the breath for Om. Mani Brahmana Sahasra Vigvidha Vishvam Paramangalaya Anantaya Nagarajaya Namaha. Have a beautiful practice. Bring your arms by your side. Samasthitihi. Sun Salutation A. Take an inhale to reach the arms up. Palms come together. Exhale to fold all the way down to the floor. Inhale to uncoil the spine. Lift your gaze and look forward. Exhale to fold forward. Press your heels out. Inhale to rise up. And as you rise up, pay attention to keeping the upper back nice and broad. And then exhale to bring your arms down by your side. Let's try that again. Inhale, reach the arms up. Palms come together. Exhale to fold all the way down to the floor. Inhale to uncoil the spine. Lift your gaze, look forward. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale to ground your heels and rise. Reach the arms up. Palms come together. Exhaling, arms by your side. Let's add on. Here we go. Inhale to reach the arms up. Palms touch. Exhale to fold all the way down to the floor. Inhale to uncoil the spine, lift your gaze and look forward. Exhale to plant your palms, step back and lower down for chaturanga. You can start with your belly on the mat here. Inhale to roll the shoulders back, lift the heart up to cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale to press the floor away, pelvis to the sky, come in, downward dog. Let's take this first down dog to just check in with your pelvis, check in with the legs, check in with the lower back. Bend the knees, soften the knees a little bit so you can feel like you're able to breathe into your shoulders, breathe into the upper back. Wherever you find that you're a little bit tight, just allow yourself to send your breath into those parts of the body. Take one more inhale breath. Look forward, bend the knees. As you exhale, step or jump to the top of your mat. Halfway lengthen through the spine on the inhale. Exhale to fold forward. Ground your heels and rise, reach the arms up, palms come together. Exhaling, arms by your side. Again, inhale to reach the arms up, palms touch. Think about the sameness in the breath as you move. So carrying that pattern of samasthiti, sameness, throughout the breath as well. So you start to notice that you're not changing the pace of the breath to match the transitions, but in fact, changing the pace of the transitions to match the sameness of the inhalation and the exhalation. 5 deep breaths in, deep breaths out. If you're ready, tuck your tailbone slightly under. Feel as if you're able to draw the lowest part of the belly in and up. So the breath is coming up the spine to the back of the heart on the inhale. And then as you exhale, visualizing the breath moving out through the crown of your head, out through the fingertips, and back into the floor through the heels. So there's a little undulation of the breath that you're trying to mimic with the undulation of the spine, if that's possible. And that's one of the things that you want to be able to carry throughout the practice here. Notice how the breath moves in the body and all these different shapes that we call asanas. Take one more inhale breath. Look forward, bend the knees. As you exhale, step or jump to the top of your mat. Halfway lengthen through the spine on the inhale. Exhale to fold forward. Ground your heels, press your heels out to spread the back body as you rise up, palms together. Exhaling, arms by your side. Let's do one more. Inhale to reach the arms up. Notice how the palms are facing down to keep the back body spreading. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale to uncoil the spine, lift your gaze, look forward. As you exhale, plant your palms, step or jump back, bend the elbows and lower down to chaturanga. Inhale to urdhva mukha, roll the shoulders back, lift the heart up. Exhaling back into Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Let's create a little bit of space along the intercostal line. Here we go. Big step with the left leg off to the left side. Turn all 10 toes to the right. Bend the right knee. Push the ribs out to the right side. This is one of my favorite stretches in downward facing dog, and it's such a nice way to create length in the side body. It's funny that we never really know where we're holding our tension, so to be able to breathe into any tightness in the sides of the torso actually helps us create space for the breath in the chest cavity. Take your right foot off to the right side, turn all 10 toes to the left, and again, same action. Push the ribs out to the left side, look underneath your left armpit. So the hands stay as they are in down dog. It's just the lower body that's twisting. Good. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, come back to center. Look forward, bend the knees. As you exhale, step or jump to the top of your mat. Halfway lengthen through the spine on the inhale breath. Exhale to fold forward. Ground your heels and rise. Reach the arms up. Palms come together. In breath. Exhaling down. Samasthiti. Bend the knees. Weight in the heels. Inhale to undulate the spine up. for chair pose, Surya Namaskar B. Exhale, forward folding over the legs. Inhale to undulate the spine, lift your gaze, look forward. Exhale to plant your palms, float back, bend the elbows, and lower down. Inhale to roll the shoulders back, lift the heart up. Exhaling through downward facing dog, turn the left foot out, right foot steps forward. Press the ball of the foot down, spiral the arms up, palms come together for warrior one. Exhale, hands down, step back, lower down for chaturanga. Roll the shoulders back, lift the heart up on the inhale. Exhaling back through downward facing dog, turn your right toes out, left foot steps forward, press into the ball of your foot, reach the arms up, and then place the heel on the floor. Exhale, hands down, step back, lower down for chaturanga. Roll the shoulders back, lift the heart up, breathe in. Exhaling back into downward facing dog, breathe out. 5 deep breaths in, deep breaths out. Try and find that external rotation of the upper arms to keep the upper back nice and broad. See if you can begin to tuck the tailbone slightly under to keep the straightness in the spine. So especially if you're someone who is quite open in your hamstrings, what might start to happen is you end up just sinking into the lower back here. So start to cultivate that action of drawing the lower belly in. Good. Take one more inhale breath. Look forward, bend the knees. As you exhale, step or jump to the top of your mat. Halfway lengthen through the spine on the inhale. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale to bend the knees, arms up, chair pose, Utkatasana. Come all the way up through Samastitihi. Keep the weight in the heels. Second one, reach the arms up, palms come together. Exhale, forward folding over the legs. Inhale to undulate the spine, lift your gaze, look forward. Exhale, plant your palms, float back, bend the elbows, lower down. Inhale to roll the shoulders back, lift the heart up. Exhaling through downward facing dog, right foot steps forward. Keep the heel lifted as the arms come up, then place the heel down. Exhale, hands down, step back, lower down for chaturanga. Roll the shoulders back, lift the heart up, breathe in. Exhaling back through downward facing dog, left foot steps forward. Keep the heel off the floor, spiral the arms up, palms touch. Exhale, hands down, step back, lower down for chaturanga. Roll the shoulders back, lift the heart up, breathe in. Exhaling back into downward facing dog, breathe out. So this marriage of breath and movement, it seems quite easy until you start to actually do it. And especially in Surya Namaskara B, you might start to notice even more how the transitions are of varying lengths. Right? So allowing yourself to slow the transitions down to match the sameness of the breath. So the breath is not changing to meet the transitions, it's the other way around. So really starting to notice how that works allows this to become a moving meditation. Take one more inhale. Bend the knees, look forward. As you exhale, step or jump to the top of your mat. Halfway lengthen through the spine on the in-breath. Exhale to fold forward. Ground your heels, bend the knees, arms up, chair pose, Utkatasana. Come all the way up for the last one. Bend the knees, fingertips touch. Inhale to rise up, chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, forward bending over the legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, uncoil the spine, lift your gaze, look forward. Exhale, plant your palms and float back. Roll the shoulders back, lift the heart up. Inhale. Exhaling through downward facing dog, right foot steps forward, arms up to the sky, palms together. Exhale, hands down, step back, lower down for chaturanga. Roll the shoulders back, lift the heart up, breathe in. Exhaling back through downward facing dog. Left foot steps forward, arms up to the sky, palms together. Exhale, hands down, step back, lower down for chaturanga. Roll the shoulders back, lift the heart up, inhale. Exhaling back into downward facing dog. Let's create some space along the hip flexor line. Take the right leg back and up, bend the knee, open the hip. And you can stay in this position or straighten the right leg and reach it over to the left side. Keep pressing the floor away with the palms. Keep breathing into the side body. What you're looking for is the sensation to breathe into in the top of that right thigh. Take one more inhale breath. As you exhale, place the right foot back on the floor. Same thing, second side. Left leg goes back and up. Bend the knee, open the hip. Inhale to straighten the leg behind you. Keep the leg straight as you reach it over to the right side. Keep pressing the floor away with your palms. Keep looking underneath your left armpit. Take one more inhale here. As you exhale, place the left foot back on the floor. Take an inhale, look forward, bend your knees. As you exhale, step or jump to the top of your mat. Halfway lengthen through the spine on the inhale. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale to bend the knees, arms come up. Exhaling through Samasthiti, bend the knees, fingertips touch. Inhale to undulate the spine. Lift your gaze, look forward. As you exhale, walk your hands back and forward bend over the legs. 5 breaths here. So see if you can, when you come into postures, you don't want to go to a place where you kind of feel stuck in the pose. Instead, my suggestion would be to do a little bit less, be able to undulate your spine, right? So go on a journey with the breath over the course of 5 breaths and see if you can explore the posture, explore the position, and notice how, if you manage to do that, how the breath just naturally takes you a little bit further into the pose. So relax the tension in the mind, relax the tension in the body because of the mind, and just fall in love with going on a little bit of a treasure hunt with your breath. Inhale to lengthen the spine, lift your gaze and look forward. As you exhale, plant your palms, float back, bend the elbows and lower down. Roll the shoulders back, lift the heart up, breathe in. Exhaling back through down dog. Right foot steps forward, so coming into the standing series. Right hand behind the right leg, left arm goes up to the sky for Trikonasana triangle pose. So in this posture, really pay attention to being able to keep your tailbone slightly tucked. So you want that same thing that we did in the standing right before we started our practice, that long lower back, broad upper back, right? There's enough space in the back body as there is in the front of the body, finding that samasthiti, that sameness kind of pattern. Take one more in-breath, look down at the floor. The right hand goes out in front of your right foot. Use your left arm to help you float the left leg up into Ardha Chandrasana. So even here with Ardha Chandrasana, if your tendency is to open up and flare, can you draw the lower ribs in, lengthen out your tailbone, and internally rotate, internally spiral that top leg. So keep the legs nice and strong here. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, land the left leg and fold over the right leg. Inhale to step back into plank. Exhale to lower down to chaturanga. Roll the shoulders back, lift the heart up, breathe in. Exhaling back into downward facing dog. Same thing, second side, left leg comes forward, left hand back. Take the right arm and sweep it back and up. And that way you'll naturally notice how that brings your awareness into the pinky side of your back foot. So you want to keep the back leg nice and heavy. It feels like it's easy to let all the weight go forward, but keep that back leg really strong so there's an evenness, a sameness, a samasthiti type pattern happening in that lower body. Look down at the floor. Left hand goes out in front. Sweep the right arm forward to help you sweep that right leg up into Ardha Chandrasana. So looking down at the floor is an option, looking to the side is an option, looking up to your fingertips is an option. Wherever you can feel like you can balance the best. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, landing the right leg and folding over the left leg. Inhale to step back into plank. Exhale to lower down for chaturanga. Roll the shoulders back, lift the heart up, breathe in. Exhaling back into downward facing dog, breathe out. Twisting triangle, Parivrtta Trikonasana. Left hand to the inside or to the outside of your right foot, and props may become a little bit useful here. I like to bring my right hand to the lower back, that way I can tuck my tailbone under and bring the spiral up to look over my right shoulder. All right, so if this feels like a stable position for you, you can stay right here. If you feel like you've got the space to go further, your legs feel stable, you can extend that right arm up into the sky. Keep tucking the tailbone under. Keep breathing into the side of the rib cage. Take one more inhale as you look down at the floor. We're moving into twisting half moon. So left hand goes out in front, right arm helps you sweep that left leg up into the posture. So internal spiral with the left leg will help you find a little bit more opening in the torso to twist. And that twist feels like it's coming from that lower belly place. Good. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, both hands land, and you're folding over the right leg. Inhale to step back into plank. Exhale to lower down for chaturanga. Roll the shoulders back, lift the heart up, breathe in. Exhaling back into downward facing dog, breathe out. Same thing, left side. Left leg steps forward. Right hand to the inside or outside. Left hand to the lower back. Turn, look over your left shoulder. Option for the left arm to go up. Looking down at the floor, right hand goes out in front. Left arm, use it to help lift your right leg off the floor. And then internal spiral with the right leg as you turn your chest out to the side. So that right leg really strong, reaching forward, reaching back. Take one more inhale breath. As you exhale, fold over the line of the left leg. Inhale to step back into plank. Exhale to lower down for chaturanga. Roll the shoulders back, lift the heart up, breathe in. Exhaling back into downward facing dog, breathe out. Digasana sequence, left leg comes forward, float the right leg up. In this supported warrior 3, allow yourself to pay attention to broadening the upper back and lengthening the lower back. So point your tailbone towards your back heel. Take one more inhale. On the exhalation, slowly lower the right leg down towards the floor. Inhale to lift the right leg up and through. External rotation through the arms, tucking the tailbone under to lift the right leg up higher. Okay, and then from here we go into the twist. So you can bring your left hand to the outside of your right knee. The right arm goes back behind you. Or if you have the space, grab the outside of your right heel with your left hand. And then kick forward and reach back. And the more you reach back, you'll find that you're able to lift that right leg up a little bit higher. Keep grounding through that left leg. The left leg stays nice and strong here. Take one more inhale, look to the front. As you exhale, slowly release the right leg and sweep it back into your expression of warrior three. So you can take your arms out like airplane wings. You can extend your arms forward as you reach the right leg back, or you could even bring your fingertips back to the floor if that serves you. So whatever works for you, keeps the breath moving. Allow yourself to take that expression. Take one more inhale breath. As you exhale, land the right leg and fold over the line of the left leg. Inhale to step back into plank. Exhale to lower down for chaturanga. Roll the shoulders back, lift the heart up. Exhaling back into downward facing dog. Second side, right foot steps forward. Float the left leg up. Again, take a moment to even out the front and the back lines of the body. Prana and apana. Feminine and masculine. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, slowly lower the left leg down and then sweep it up and through into that standing L position. Again, the external rotation in the arms will help you broaden through the upper back. And then tucking the tailbone under helps you broaden through the lower back. Right? And the back of the body is all about grounding. So the more you can open up that back body to match the front, the more balance you'll have in your standing leg. Take one more in-breath. Let's go ahead and twist. Take whatever expression works for you. Keep allowing that left hip to drop. Level off your hips. Inhale to lengthen through the crown of the head. Exhale to turn the chest a little bit more. Take one more inhale, looking forward. As you exhale, slowly release the left leg to take it back into your expression of warrior three. If your hands are off the floor in your warrior three, make sure that you're sending the floor away with the standing leg and again, tucking that tailbone under. So try not to open up, flare the ribs too much here. Try and keep the back line super long and strong. Take one more big breath in. As you exhale, land the left leg and fold over the line of the right leg. Inhale to step back into plank. Exhale to lower down for chaturanga. Roll the shoulders back, lift the heart, breathe in. Exhaling back into downward facing dog. Warrior sequence, right foot steps forward, back foot turns out, arms up, warrior one. So I often tell my students in their warriors to flex their feet and feel what the feet grounding into the floor feel like. So the toes are not gripping the floor. Notice the points in the foot that are actually pressing down, and notice how those points pressing down help you connect back into your body. On your next exhalation, take your hands back behind you, interlace the fingers, lift the heart up. Exhale to come forward, humble warrior. Hook the right shoulder to the inside of your right knee. Arms are reaching up and over, right hip moving back, left hip moving forward. Try not to allow your shoulders to collapse around your ears. Instead, squeeze the muscles in the upper back. Keep the legs nice and strong, even here. Flex your feet and try that out for me. And then strong legs. Inhale to come up. Adjust your feet if you need to for warrior two. Nice and strong in the arms. Nice and strong in the legs. Drop your hips a little bit further into the pose. Flip the palm. On your next inhale, reach back. Straighten up the front leg and try and get as long in the side body as you can. Now maintain this length. Bend the front knee. And as you're bending the front knee, see if you can stop yourself from collapsing that knee into the center line. So work the outer thigh, reach back on the inhale, drop your hips a little bit further on the exhalation. So inhale to reach back, exhale to lunge a little bit deeper. One more time, inhale to reach back. As you exhale, windmill your hands down to the floor and fold over the line of the right leg. Inhale to step back into plank. Exhale, lower down for chaturanga. Roll the shoulders back, lift the heart, breathe. Inhale to upward facing. Exhaling back into downward facing. We do the second side. Turn your right foot out, left foot steps forward. Inhale to rise up, spiral the arms, palms come together. Breathing into the body, external rotation through the arms. Feel like you can lengthen through the sides of the torso, extend the arms up into the sky, ground down through the feet. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, circle the arms back, interlace the fingers, lift the heart up. Exhale to come forward, pivot. Keep moving the left hip back, the right hip forward as you breathe. Again, noticing the sensation in your left knee, moving your left foot out to the left side if you need to. Allow your hips and your shoulders to breathe. Strong in the legs, inhale to rise back up. Spiral the arms open into warrior two. Adjust your feet if you need to. Drop your hips further into the pose. Draw the tailbone down. Slight protraction through the scapula. Again, broadening through the back of the body to help you ground into the floor. On your next inhale breath, flip the palms, straighten the front leg, reach back. Reach back. So visualizing that left arm parallel with the floor. And then with resistance, bend the front knee. So you're pulling up that kneecap on the left side. And then moving the knee out towards the pinky side of your foot rather than allowing the knee to collapse into the midline. So inhale to reach the left arm back. Exhale to drop your hips a little bit further into the pose. Again, inhale to reach back. Exhale to lunge a little bit deeper. One more time, inhale to reach back. As you exhale, windmill the hands down to the floor and fold over the line of the left leg. Inhale to step back into plank. Exhale to lower down for chaturanga. Roll the shoulders back, lift the heart up, breathe in. Exhaling back into downward facing dog, breathe out. Final posture of the standing sequence for today, coming forward straight into Utkatasana, chair pose. Keep the weight in the heels, slight tuck of the tailbone. Keep the weight out of your knees, let your toes feel light. Let the legs work a little bit harder. Take one more in-breath. As you exhale, let's twist. So coil your spine, tuck your tailbone under, bring your right armpit to the outside of your left thigh. Option to keep your hands in prayer or open up your wings. Good. Inhale to come all the way back up through center. As you exhale, let's go straight into the second side. Tuck the tailbone under. Round your lower back. Keep rounding the lower back to keep the lower belly off the thighs. And then inhale to press the leg against the arm. Exhale to press the arm against the leg. So inhale to make space in the spine. Exhale to turn the chest. Inhale to come back up through center. Exhale, sit a little bit lower. Now by this time, the legs are on fire a little bit. Just allow yourself to breathe through that intensity. Take one more inhale. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale to uncoil the spine. Lift your gaze, look forward. As you exhale, step or jump, lower down for chaturanga. Roll the shoulders back, lift the heart up, breathe in. Exhaling back into downward facing dog. Breathe out. Skandasana, right foot steps forward. Turn to the left side, walk to the left leg, bend the left knee, flex the right toes. Now, if you're quite flexible here, you'll be able to drop your hips all the way and your chest will lift up. Instead, keep your hips slightly high, reach the fingers forward and tuck the tailbone under. So imagine like your torso is parallel to the floor rather. And then you're able to engage your quad and pull the kneecap up on the right side. Take one more inhale breath. As you exhale, walk your hands to the top of the mat, fold over the line of the right leg. Inhale to step back into plank. Exhale to lower down for chaturanga. Roll the shoulders back, lift the heart up. Exhaling back through down dog. Left foot steps forward. Turn to the right side, bend the right knee, flex the left toes. Same thing, reach back, reach forward. Draw the lower belly in and keep moving your right knee away from your right shoulder. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, walk yourself to the top of the mat and fold over the line of the left leg. Inhale to step back into plank. Exhale, lower down for chaturanga. Roll the shoulders back, lift the heart, breathe in. Exhaling back into downward facing dog. Look forward, jump through, sit down. So let's talk a little bit about this action of the legs. So the legs are still working like you're standing in Samasthiti. The body still engages like it's standing in Samasthiti. So let's talk about the engagement in the legs here for a moment in Dandasana, staff pose. So you're squeezing your sit bones together, all right? And you're drawing the tailbone down towards the floor. Now, as you maintain the squeeze of the sit bones, press forward through the big toe mounds. Right, reach forward and then press the heels down, engage the quads, pull your kneecaps up. Those are 4 actions right there, and then squeeze your thighs together, right? So, and then when you feel all of this going on in the legs, what it feels like is that you're grounding through your sit bones and through your heels to lengthen through the crown of your head. So everything feels like it's getting longer and taller. Right? Instead of, if I wasn't to engage the legs in the way that I'm doing right now, I feel like I'd be collapsing into the floor. So you want to feel like you're lifting away from the floor so that when you come forward for your forward fold, you're able to drape the spine over the legs rather than pull on your hamstrings and yank on yourself. Right? So in this practice as well, there's no hard and fast rule about holding a grip, finding your grip with your toes. If you actually grab your big toes and you find that that causes tension in your mind about pulling on yourself, relax it and just allow yourself again to go on that journey with the breath. So keep drawing the lower belly in. Inhale, exhale to lengthen the spine. Inhale to draw the lower belly in. Lift the breath up the spine to the back of the heart space. Exhale to reach out through the crown of your head. Take one more big breath in, big breath out. Inhale to lengthen through the spine, lift your gaze, look forward. Exhale there. Good, let's go ahead and grab our blocks. Now if you don't have blocks, don't worry about it. You can get creative and grab some books as well, no problem. And I want us to just work on the breaking down the transition, jump backs and jump throughs. So I'm going to have you place your blocks next to your knees. And you're going to lean forward and down with the torso, and the hips are going back and up. So inhale, push, lift up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and down. All right, so let's get into Janu Sirsasana A and B on the right side. The sole of your right foot against your left inner thigh. You can inhale to lengthen the spine, turn the chest. Exhale to fold over the left leg. Let's take a few deep breaths in, a few deep breaths out. Just allow yourself to draw the lower belly in. Lengthen your spine over the left leg. Again, the left leg, the engagement in that left leg hasn't changed. So keep engaging the leg like we did in Dandasana. Take 2 more deep breaths in, deep breaths out. Good. Inhale to lift and lengthen through the spine. Exhale there. Lift the torso up. Just keep the right leg as is. Slide your hips over the right heel and bring your right knee in just a little bit. That seat wants to be nice and light. Exhale to fold over the left leg. Keep the left leg engaging. You can feel like it's quite a lot of sensation in the hamstring here. Just allow yourself to be really mindful of how much you're feeling in that left hamstring. Keep lengthening the lower back. Keep the seat nice and light. Take one more inhale breath. Exhale there. Good. Coming off your heel, extend the legs forward. Let's come into the second part of this drill. So grab your blocks, place them closer to your knees, hands on blocks, lean forward, push, lift your hips up, holding. 1. Keep tucking your tailbone under. 2. Breathing. 3. Good. 4. And sit down. Okay. Turn your palms over. Give the tops of the wrists a nice little stretch. Good. And then we go the opposite way. Here we go. Sole of your left foot against your right inner thigh. Take an inhale to lengthen, twist. Exhale to fold over the right leg. Keep allowing that right leg to roll in. Find that internal roll of the leg. Knees and toes pointing up to the sky. Inhale to lift and lengthen through the spine. Lift your gaze. Exhale there. Let's go ahead and lift the hips up. Slide the hips onto the heel. Gently bring the knee in. Take an inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold. So make sure that your right leg is in line with the right hip. The leg is not going out to the side. And that way the torso is coming down directly over the right leg. Keep drawing the lower belly in. Keep lengthening the lower back. Good. Inhale to lift and lengthen. Exhale there. Great. Let's go ahead and grab our blocks. This time, see if you can squeeze your knees into your chest, hands on blocks, push and lift your hips up. Holding 1. Holding 2. For those of you who can, you're leaning forward and taking your feet behind. 3. 4. And sit down. Take a moment. So I'm just going to demonstrate to you what the Janushushasana C looks like and the entry for it. So you're going to step back into downward facing dog. The right foot comes up halfway up the mat. Heel is pointing up to the sky. The left leg comes through and you sit lightly on the heel. So with every Janushushasana in the sequence, you notice how we go up a little bit higher. Right? And then from here, just pay attention to how your toes are feeling. Notice how much, sensation there is in the back of the left leg. You can bring one hand forward. You can bring both hands forward. Whatever feels right for you. Please make sure that you're being really mindful. Good. Inhale to lift your gaze and look forward. Exhale there. Now the transition to go back from here is planting your palms, sliding the left leg back, right leg back into plank pose on the inhale. Lower down for chaturanga. Roll the shoulders back, lift the heart up, breathe in. Exhaling back into downward facing dog. Second side, left foot comes up halfway up the mat. Right leg comes through. We're sitting lightly on the heel, bending the elbows and folding forward. Breathe in, breathe out. So make sure that the right heel is pressing into the floor to protect the hamstring. Engage your quad, pull the kneecap up on the right side. Just be really safe with your hamstring here. And do a little bit less. So that might even mean just bringing your torso up a little bit higher so there's less sensation in the back of the right leg. Good. Take one more inhale breath. As you exhale, push the floor away. Slide that right leg back. Inhale back into plank pose. Exhale to lower down for chaturanga. Roll the shoulders back, lift the heart up, breathe in. Exhaling back into downward facing dog, breathe out. Coming into the Titibhasana sequence, so walk your feet up halfway up the mat. Bend the knees a little bit, so fingertips are going forward, chest is coming down. Tuck your tailbone under, draw the lower belly in, lower back is nice and long. I like to wiggle my hips back here a little bit, keeping the knees away from the shoulders, creating a little bit more space in my pelvis. Feels like a really, really nice stretch in the hips and the lower back. Take one more in-breath. So the next posture is Kurmasana. If you're not doing tortoise, you can just sit down on the floor and you can extend your legs forward and focus on lengthening your spine. If you've got the space to go into the pose, you're going to bend your knees, take your arms underneath, and then slide your heels forward and bring the torso down to the floor. Internal rotation with the legs to help you roll the thighs in so your legs come up a little bit higher than your elbows, closer to your shoulders. This is a really, really nice stretch for the lower back. In this one, traditionally in Ashtanga, the arms will not be going out to the side. In the Black Lotus sequence, the arms are going back, and that always feels a little bit nicer. Take one more big breath in, big breath out. Now, the transition from here is a little bit fun, so you can slide the heels back, place your hands on the floor, rock back, and stand up. So any way you can come up to standing, come on up. Take your feet slightly wider than your mat, walk the fingertips through, and drag the torso through. So you're using your fingertips on the floor to drag the spine all the way down. Now keep the legs really strong here. Squeeze your sit bones together to protect your hamstrings. Breathe and lengthen your spine down towards the floor. Let your head be nice and heavy. You've got two options from here. The first option is you're going to just take your arms behind the legs. Now this is really nice because when you press the legs back into the arms, you're able to go deeper into your forward bend. Almost like you're looking past your hips up at the ceiling, up at the sky. All right, now if you have a little bit of a playful mode going on, the next posture is Titibhasana. So either you're staying in that deeper forward fold, or you're going to bring your hands behind your heels, drop your hips into the pose, wiggle your feet forward, and see if you can take your feet off the mat. Squeeze the thighs against your arms, chest moving forward, breathing for 3. Good, breathing for 4. The transition from here is back into Bakasana. So lean forward, take the right leg back, left leg back, and then exhalation to Chaturanga. Roll the shoulders back, lift the heart up on the inhale. Exhaling back into downward facing dog. Look forward, step your right foot, left foot halfway up your mat. Heels slightly in, toes slightly out. So we're coming into this variation of Malasana. So the torso comes all the way through now that the lower back is nice and long. And then the arms are going back. So you're reaching the crown of the head down on the inhale and then reaching your tailbone down on the exhalation. And as you do this, press your arms into the legs, press the legs back into the arms, and really feel the activation of the inner thighs. Good. Now the story from here goes into Bakasana. Now, if you're trying Bakasana for the first time, just have a playful attitude about it. You're going to simply keep the connection with the arms and the legs. Hands are coming forward. You're leaning forward and you're trying to take one foot off the floor, maybe rolling forward and seeing it's possible to take both feet off the floor, maybe gripping the floor a little bit with your fingertips and holding the position. See how that feels for you. If you're quite comfortable with Bakasana, start with your arms bent, lean forward, squeeze the knees into the armpits, and straighten the arms coming into Kakasana. Allow yourself to hold, breathing for 3, breathing 4. Take one more inhale breath. As you exhale, send it back into Chaturanga. Roll the shoulders back, lift the heart up, breathe in. Exhaling back into downward facing dog, breathe out. Looking forward, jump through for Kalasana, twisting. Let's go ahead and extend the legs through. Sit up nice and tall. Bend the right knee. Take the right foot to the outside of your left shin. Draw your navel in towards your spine. Round your back. Bring your left armpit all the way up against your right outer thigh. So again, inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale to turn the chest. Inhale to lengthen the spine, lift the heart. Exhale to turn the chest. One more time. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale to turn the chest. Looking forward, lift your right hip. Take your left leg over to the right side. Drop the right hip back down again. Okay, now you may be able to go a little bit deeper into the twist. If you want to reach forward and grab for your right foot, you can do that. You can also take your left hand through and see if you're able to find a bind. You're able to do that. So whatever feels right for you, whatever feels, not easy, but whatever you can breathe in, allow yourself to come into that expression. Or you can just keep it nice and simple and stay with what you were doing in that first part. Inhale to send your gaze forward. Exhale there. Release the arms, press the floor away. Hands down, step back, plank pose on the inhale. Lower down for chaturanga on the exhalation. Roll the shoulders back, lift the heart up, breathe in. Exhaling back into downward facing dog, breathe out. Look forward, jump through, and we'll do the second side. Extending the legs forward, bend the left knee. Left foot to the outside of your right knee or shin. Draw the lower belly in, round your back. Take the right armpit all the way up against the left outer thigh. Again, inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale to turn the chest. So make sure that you have space to undulate that spine in the twist. Use the engagement of the leg against the arm to create the length in the spine. And then exhale to turn that chest. Inhale to look forward. Lift your left hip up. Try and make sure that you maintain the arm position that you've got. If you lose it, you can always just come back in. And again, keeping it nice and simple, reaching forward for the foot, taking a half bind with the left arm. You've got lots of options here. Just allow yourself to take the one that works for you on this side. Good. Inhale to look forward. Exhale there. Press your left foot into the floor. Push the floor away. Hands down. Step back. Plank pose on the inhale. Exhale to lower down for chaturanga. Roll the shoulders back. Lift the heart up. Breathe in. Exhaling back into downward facing dog. Breathe out. Moving through into Haripadasana. Jumping through and laying down. So we'll do 3 sets of the core work called Haripadasana. All right. And after each set we will come up to Purvottanasana, reverse tabletop. So you'll see what I mean. So arms are by your side in the first series. Take an inhale, lift your heels off the floor. As you exhale, squeeze the knees against your shoulders and lift your lower back off the mat. So as you do this, what you're trying not to do is just rock back and forth. We don't want that. We want to be able to control the lift of the lower back by engaging the lower belly. All right, so it's all about lower belly engagement. And you notice as well as I come into it, extending the legs and pointing, and then hugging the knees in. I'm flexing the feet to keep the heels nice and close to my hips. Let's do 3 more here. Inhale to reach forward. Exhale to round. Keep going. Inhale to reach forward. Exhale to round. One more time. Inhale to reach. Exhale to round. Good. Inhale to rock up to a seat. Exhale to place the hands back. Inhale to push and lift your hips up. Exhale there. Inhale there. Exhale, sit down. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale to lay back. Inhale to lift the legs up. Exhale to round. Inhale to reach. Exhale to round. Keep going. Inhale to reach. Exhale to round. Keep going. Inhale to reach. Try and find some enjoyment in this stuff. It really helps you find that lower belly engagement, trust me. Everything starts to get lighter once you're able to understand how to recruit that strength in the lowest part of the belly. Keep going for 3 and extend. Keep going for 2 and extend. We'll do one more. Crunch in. Inhale to rock up to a seat. Exhale to place your hands back. Inhale to push and lift up. Exhale there. Inhale there. Exhale, sit down. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale to lay back. Inhale to lift the legs. Exhale, round the back. Inhale, reach. Exhale, round. Keep going. Inhale, reach. Exhale, round. Keep going. Inhale, reach. Final round here. You got this. Exhale. Let's do 3 more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, round. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale to curl. Last one. Inhale to reach. Exhale to round and hold. Hug the knees in super tight. Flex the feet. Heels close to the hips. Hold on here. Take one more breath in. Exhale completely. Good. Inhale to rock up. Exhale, hands back. Inhale to push and lift up. Exhale there. Inhale there. Exhale, sit down. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to lay back. Now, the transition from here is Chakrasana. If you don't practice Chakrasana, you can roll up to a seat and everybody meeting in plank pose. Otherwise, hands either side of your head. Press the floor away. Rock back. Walk back onto your mat. And you're in plank pose. Inhale here. Exhale to lower down, Chaturanga. Roll the shoulders back, lift the heart up, breathe in. Exhaling back into downward facing dog, breathe out. Inhale to wave the spine forward. As you exhale, slowly lower the belly all the way down. Extend your arms back by your side. Just take a moment here to pause. So trying to find that Samasthiti pattern as you're here in this posture as well. So imagine if you had a block in between your thighs, you were able to squeeze that block and the block would go up towards the sky or up towards the ceiling. Extending your legs back behind you, engage your quads, pull the kneecaps up. Tuck the tailbone towards your heels so your lower belly starts to come off the floor. The breath becomes a little bit more vibrant in the sides of the rib cage and the back of your chest. Press the back of the hands into the floor. Inhale, chest up, legs up. Chest up, legs up. So let the back of the neck be nice and long, gazing forward and down. Focus the breath in the sides of the rib cage. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, hands next to the lower ribs, squeeze the elbows in. So there's barely any weight in the hands. This is more about strengthening the posterior chain. So squeeze the elbows in, lift the heart up, lift the legs up. Place the tops of the feet into the floor. On your next inhale, roll the shoulders back, lift the heart up. As you exhale, press the floor away, pelvis to the sky, downward facing dog. Inhale to wave the spine forward into plank. As you exhale, lower all the way down onto the belly. Come up onto your elbows, roll the shoulders back, lift the heart up. Ardha Dhanurasana, Ardha Bekasana. The right leg will come up. Take the right hand back, grab the ankle from the inside and flex your foot. Tuck your left toes under. Take the left knee off the floor. Take an inhale, kick the right heel back and lift the leg up. Roll the shoulders back, lift the heart up. Try not to allow your heart to collapse down towards the floor. Keep pushing the floor away. If you have the space to go further, you can take your left elbow off the floor. Just be mindful of what sensation you've got in the lower back. You don't want to be crunching that lower back. So rather, focus on lifting your heart up here. Slowly release the right leg down, walk the hand up towards your toes a little bit, and gently guide your heel towards your hip. If you have the space, you can turn on the heel of the hand, fingers pointing forward, elbow pointing up. This is a really nice stretch for the front of your right thigh. If you press the foot back into the hand, you're able to flex the knee a little bit more and bring the knee off the floor. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, release the right leg back behind you. Same thing on the second side. Here we go. Tuck your right toes under, press the heel back. Bend the left knee, take the hand back, grab the ankle from the inside. Take an inhale to kick the heel back, lift the leg up. So notice that it's the strength of your hamstring that is actually opening up the chest and creating that length in the spine. Okay, allow your shoulder to open, allow your heart to lift. Take one more inhale here. As you exhale, bring the left knee back down. Walk the hand halfway up the foot and gently bring the heel in to meet the hip. If this feels like it's okay, you can stay right here. If it feels like you have the space to go further, pivot on the heel of the hand. Press down over the top of the foot. Maybe that left knee is coming off the floor. Roll the shoulders back, lift the heart up, breathe in, breathe out. Please be mindful of your knee in this position. Keep squeezing your thighs a little bit together. Allow that to be like that internal rotation through the inner thighs. Take one more inhale. As you exhale slowly, release the left leg behind you. Let's go into Dhanurasana. So take your hands back, grab your ankles, flex your feet. Take an inhale. You can start with your forehead on the floor. So kicking back with the legs to lift the heart up and then lift the legs up. Rolling the shoulders back, lifting the heart, breathe in, breathe out. Once you're in this position, then you can point your toes up towards the sky and try and kick up a little bit higher. Take one more inhale breath. As you exhale, slowly releasing. Inhale to roll the shoulders back, lift the heart up. As you exhale, press the floor away, pelvis to the sky. Let's come into our final sequence of the main first series. Looking forward, jump your knees to the top of your mat, coming in for Ustrasana. This is going to be an asymmetrical Ustrasana. You'll take your left leg out to the left side, left hand on the left thigh, right arm reaching up on the inhalation, and then reaching up and over. So you keep pushing your ribs and your hips out to the right side as you slide the left hand down the left leg. Keep your chest facing forward, gaze facing forward. If you feel like you've got the space to go a little bit deeper here, you can drop your left fingertips down to the floor. Keep pushing your ribs and your hips out to the right side. Make sure that you're able to breathe through both sides of the body. Take one more inhale breath. As you exhale, come back to center. So let me just do it facing you so you can see what I'm doing. Don't get confused. We're doing the second side. So you're going to take your right leg out to the right side. Right hand sliding down the side of your right leg. Left arm reaching up and over. So external rotation through that left arm. Push the ribs out to the left. Reach up and over to the right side. Engage your quad. Pull the kneecap up. The legs are really active here. Breathe in, breathe out. Again, if you feel like you could be doing more, you can drop your right fingertips down to the floor. Beautiful. Inhale to come back through center. Exhale, bring the right knee back in. Let's come into a symmetrical Ustrasana from here. So you can tuck your toes under if you wish. Untuck, probably a little bit more effective. Roll the shoulders back, lift the heart up. Now, if you feel like just hands in the lower back is doing it for you, you can stay right here, tucking the toes or untucking. If your hands are going back, to grab the heels, 2 fingers on the outside, thumb on the inside. External rotation through the arms, lift your heart up and use your feet to press your pelvis forward and then squeeze your thighs together. So find that internal rotation of the thighs here to allow you to engage the core strength to protect your lower back. Good. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, slowly releasing, coming all the way down. Inhale to step back into plank. Exhale, lower down for chaturanga. Roll the shoulders back, lift the heart up, breathe in. Exhaling back into downward facing dog. Final part, here we go. Jump the knees to the top of the mat. We're coming into one more round of asymmetrical. So left hand goes back for the left heel, right arm reaching up and over. Inhale to lift up. Exhale there. We go straight into the second side. Right hand goes back for the right heel, left arm reaching up and over. Good. Inhale to come back, exhale there. Now one final Ustrasana here. You can take it back into what we did earlier with both hands. You can bring your hands to your heart center and lift the heart up, or you can reach the arms up and reach back for that preparation of Kapotthasana. So let's try whatever you like for 5 breaths. If you're going for that final one, the black variation, take an inhale to lift up, exhale, use your legs, really work the legs here. Protect your lower back. Inhale to lift up. Exhale to sit down. Tuck your toes under. Hug your knees into your chest. Take a pause. On your next inhale breath, hands down, step back, plank pose. Exhale to lower down for chaturanga. Roll the shoulders back, lift your heart up, breathe in. Exhaling back into downward facing dog. Look forward, jump through, lie down. Okay, so like the Ashtanga practice, in this practice we do 3 rounds of Urdhva Dhanurasana as well. If you're not up for that, you can always come into bridge pose, Setu Bandhasana, Sarvangasana. You can just lift your hips up, interlace your fingers, or even take your arms up and over and pause here. If you're going in for Urdhva Dhanurasana, we do it 3 rounds. You don't come all the way down between each round. You just come into the crown of your head, and then you travel back up. Okay? So if you're coming into Urdhva Dhanurasana with me, hands either side of your head, wrap your elbows in, ground your heels, try not to lift your heels up. Inhale to lift all the way up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bring the crown down, walk the hands in. Again, inhale to lift up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, crown down, last time. Walk the hands in, push the floor away, ground the heels, lift up. Relax the glutes, externally rotate the arms. Find the space to breathe. 3, full, chin in, and waving the spine all the way down. Hug your knees into your chest. Come in, Apanasana. Flatten your entire spine into the floor. Breathe in, breathe out. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, rock back, rock up into Paschimottanasana. So straighten the legs. Take an inhale breath here. As you exhale, if it feels right, you can take your hands to the outer edges of your feet, bend the elbows, and fold forward. Breathing into the lower back, breathing into the sides of your rib cage, breathing into the back of your chest. Engage your quads, pull the kneecaps up. Inhale, exhale. Try and relax your shoulders away from the ears. Try and draw the lower belly in. Keep the lower back nice and long, releasing any tension from the back bending. Good. Inhale to lengthen through the spine. Lift your gaze, look forward. Exhale there. Inhale to lengthen the spine. As you exhale, round the back and lay all the way back. So we're coming into the final couple of postures of the practice. If shoulder stand is not part of what you like to do, or you're not feeling up for this afternoon, this morning, allow yourself to grab a block and place it underneath your hips and just take your legs up into Viparita Karani. So you've got the option to just simply take the legs up, or you can lift your hips up and your legs up into shoulder stand. So whatever feels right for you, allow yourself to find that position. If you're taking the legs up, I prefer to put a block underneath my hips because that way I just feel like I'm able to hold that position in more comfort. Otherwise, taking the legs up into the sky for shoulder stand. If you're in shoulder stand, try and get nice and tall and straight. Five fingers pointing straight up to the sky. On your next exhalation, if you're in shoulder stand, just take the legs to the back of the head, drop the feet to the floor, and see if you can extend your arms forward, interlace your fingers. Bend the knees, press the knees against the crown of your head, the forehead. Straighten the legs. Everybody meeting in Viparita Karani. So slowly lower the lower back down onto the floor. Keep the legs high in the sky. Take an inhale. As you exhale, slowly lower the heels all the way down to the floor. Press the elbows into the mat. Lift your heart up and drop your head back. Squeeze your thighs together. Point your toes. Lift your heart up. For Matsyasana. Counter posture to shoulder stand. Take another inhale. As you exhale, bring your chin to your chest. Slowly lower the shoulders down into the floor. You can hug your knees into your chest, roll all the way up, or come through Chakrasana one more time. Everybody meeting in plank pose on the inhale. Exhale to lower down for Chaturanga. Roll the shoulders back, lift the heart up, breathe in. Exhaling back into downward facing dog. So in the Black Lotus sequence, we just come straight into Shirshasana from here. If you're not coming into headstand, you can drop your elbows down and come into dolphin pose for 10 breaths. If you are coming into headstand, interlace the fingers, place the crown of the head down on the floor, walk your feet in, and take your legs up. And if you're quite comfortable in headstand, you might even start to play with the idea of coming into Shirshasana B, pressing your wrists and elbows into the ground, taking the crown of your head off the floor, chest going through a little bit. And this is a really nice preparation to start to play with the kind of Pincha Mayurasana we'll be doing in the second series at some point. Keep drawing the lower belly in. Allow yourself to move towards that place of effortlessness. And take your time to play with this posture. Please try not to jump into headstand. And once you're done, you can slowly make your way all the way down into child's pose. Everybody meeting in child's pose. Inhale to lift the torso up, swing your legs around to the front of your mat and come into a comfortable seat. Last couple of postures here. So you can either come into Sukhasana with the right leg in front. You can come into Ardha Padmasana with the right leg in half lotus. You can come into full Padmasana with the left leg in full lotus. So just allowing yourself to find a comfortable seat. Take an inhale to reach the arms up, lengthen. As you exhale, walk the hands forward and bow forward. So try and get the crown of your head to the floor, the forehead to the floor. If that's not working for you, you can take one of your blocks and just place your forehead on a block. If that's not available, you can take your hands and just rest your forehead on your fists or the back of the hands. Just take a few deep breaths in, a few deep breaths out. Slow the breath down, slow the mind down. Allow yourself to start to release all the effort of the practice. Take one more big breath in, big breath out. Inhale to walk the hands back, lift the torso up. Just come into Jnana Mudra with the hands, index fingers and thumbs gently pressing together. Draw the tailbone down towards the floor. Focus on feeling that lift in the lowest part of the belly. The back body spreading, the upper back, the lower back spreading. Finding that Samasthiti pattern as you draw the chin to the back of your throat. Release any tension in the jaw, in the face, in the shoulders, in the base of your skull. And just meditate on the movement of the breath. As you inhale the breath traveling up the spine to the back of the heart. As you exhale the breath moving out through the crown of your head. Gently bringing your hands to your heart center. We'll do the closing mantra before we lay down to rest. Bring your hands to your heart center. Inhale the breath for Om. Swasti prajapyaha paripalayantam nyayena margena mahishaha Gobrahmanebhyam shubhamastu nityam lokaha samastaha sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Take a moment to thank yourself for rolling out the mat and doing the work. And just allow yourself to lay down, take a comfortable Shavasana for as long as your body needs. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's been my absolute pleasure to take you through your practice. Have a beautiful, beautiful, blissful rest of your day. Namaste.